Hey Beef! Thank you very much for having me as a guest on your blog today. My name is Melissa Bender and I'm from benderfitness.com, and Beef has asked me to show you 3 of my favorite exercises for body shaping, sculpting, and fat burning. So the first exercise I'm going to show you is a side plank, and there are a couple variations to this exercise. You can do it on your forearm or on an extended arm. So first I'll show you the forearm. What you want to do is place your elbow directly below your shoulder. Palm can be flat down on the floor, and then you can stack your feet one on top of another. Put your top hand behind your head so your elbow should point at the ceiling the whole time, letting you know your form is correct. And then you're going to lift. You should feel your obliques, the love handle areas, really working during this exercise. And you can build up holding this for 15 seconds, then 30, 45, 60, all the way up to a minute and a half if you can handle that much. And if it's hard to stack your feet like this, you can just put them one in front of the other. Okay, if you want to try a little bit more difficult variation, it's going to take some more shoulder strength. You can do the same thing on an extended arm. So again, make sure your hand is directly below your shoulder. Your abs and your obliques should be working really hard at this point. Elbow points at the ceiling. Your feet can be stacked or one in front of the other. And if this is too difficult and you want to build up, place one foot on the mat in front of you. Still keep your body facing forward, so your belly button should face right in front of you. Top elbow should be pointing at the ceiling. And if you just want to add a little stretch for your IT band, which can get very tight sometimes, lift your hips and you'll feel what I mean. You'll feel a nice stretch all through this area. Okay, so that's the first exercise, and you can do that on your right and your left side. The second exercise is a twisted warrior, so I'm just going to move my mat to the side. For this exercise, what you're going to do is step forward into Warrior 1, which is a yoga pose. So back leg is straight, right knee is directly above your ankle, and to add the twist to this, you're going to take your left hand and put it next to your right foot and stretch your right hand up toward the ceiling. And you might be able only to stretch to here or anywhere in between, that's fine. Build your way up to the stretch. Pull your core in tight and try and rotate your shoulders so your chest is facing directly in front of you as you look up at your fingers. Okay? You'll do the same thing on the other side. If it's difficult to hold that pose, you can actually put your knee down on the floor for this. You'll feel a nice stretch in your hip flexors. And twist and look. And then you're going to want to build up to keeping that leg straight. Okay, so that would be the same thing on the other side. I'll just show you how it looks. Come into your warrior pose. Check that your knee is above your ankle. Back leg is strong. Core pulls in tight. Hand places on the floor next to your foot. Stretch and look up toward your thumb. Okay, and this is a great move for your midsection, but it really is focusing on legs, thighs, and glutes. Okay, and also that rotation adds a nice strengthener for your spine and your back. The final exercise I'm showing you is difficult, but it is one of my favorite for all over fat burning, the burpee. So what you're going to do, feet go hip distance apart. You're going to squat down, reaching your butt backwards, put your hands on the floor, and jump your feet out into a plank position. So once you get here, you should be in a nice push-up form. Core pulls in tight. You don't want your butt lifting. You don't want your butt sagging. Core is tight. You're going to do a push-up. Jump your feet forward, lifting your hands, and jump toward the ceiling. That's 1. So after that, you go straight back down into it. Down, jump, push up, and up to the ceiling. And if you want to make that a little bit easier, you can change it in a few different ways. You can squat, step or jump back. If you can't do a full push-up while maintaining good form, go onto your knees, keep your back straight, push your chest to the floor, and up, come back. You can jump your feet or step them, especially if you have difficulties with your knees. Come up, squat, and you can either jump up from here or you can go from your squat, squeeze your glutes all the way up, squeeze, and then go back down. So that's the lower impact variation of this exercise. Squeeze. Okay, thanks Beef for having me. I hope you all found these exercises useful. If you have any questions, message Beef and I will be glad to help you out in any way that I can. So I will see you next time. Have a great day.